Half of all jobs can be automated with today's technology. Marcus read that line on a Tuesday morning and didn't move for a long time. According to McKinsey, by 2030, 40% of the skills you're paid for right now will be obsolete. Jobs don't disappear. They get too cheap to live on. Skills 15 through 2 are powerful, but they all fail without the one trait we're reviewing at the very end. My name is Marcus, and I spent 3 years learning these skills the hard way, so you don't have to. Most people don't know what private equity actually does. The simple version: smart people borrow money by boring profitable businesses and get rich. By 2035, roughly 6 million American small and mid-sized businesses will change hands. Total enterprise value, $5 trillion. 41% of those owners say they would rather shut the business down than keep running it if they can't find a buyer. Buy a single location car wash doing $250,000 a year in profit for $750,000. Put down $150,000. Year one after the loan, you take home around $170,000. The biggest lie you've been told is that there is such a thing as wealth without work. People don't search on Google anymore. They ask AI. Getting the AI to recommend you is the new edge. In 2026, ChatGPT is processing roughly 1.6 billion search queries every day. That's about 12% of Google's volume. Gartner predicted traditional search would drop 25% by 2026. The actual drop was 38%. AI search doesn't give you 10 links. It picks one for you. The winner gets all the traffic. The people figuring this out right now are quietly building the equivalent of 2003 SEO empires, basically owning a category. The best product loses to the best distribution every single time. Coca-Cola was in 195 countries. Amazon built 1,400 warehouses. Liquid Death built a $340 million business by getting into 133,000 stores. One algorithm change can wipe away 50, 60, 80% of your business overnight. Ask yourself, what are you left with if the platform goes away? The smart play is owning the channel that connects you to your audience directly. An email list, phone numbers, a Discord server, your own community. AI can now produce infinite content. The bottleneck has moved from execution to selection. Curation is a superpower. Harvard tracked design-driven companies for 10 years. Apple, Nike, Disney, Starbucks. They beat the S&P 500 by 228%. In 2026, companies are listing $400,000 per year jobs for creative directors. By 2030, over 50% of all online content will be AI. The edge is getting good and polished enough that people can't tell the difference. When everything is trained on the same internet, the edge comes from proprietary data that nobody else has. You have 10 years of receipts in your bank account, years of client conversations, patterns nobody but you can see. Meta paid $14 billion for a 49% stake in Scale AI in 2025, specifically because Scale controls the human-labeled training data the next generation of AI models need. The hedge funds that didn't wait for CNN. They sent a human to Oman and Bahrain to count boats crossing the strait, and traded the oil move 48 hours before anyone else. The exact words customers use when they cancel. The objection that kills every sales call. The feature they wish existed. Most owners forget these the minute they end. The ones who write them down run circles around everyone else. Skills 15 through 2 are powerful, but they all fail without the one trait we're reviewing at the very end. Not eventually, not in theory. Half of all jobs can be automated with today's technology right now. The people who understand these skills won't compete with machines. They'll own them. 60% of those business owners have no formal succession plan. 41% would rather shut down than keep running it. The less sexy the business, the more money it prints. Pool cleaning, HVAC, car washes, plumbing. The seller is willing to get paid in installments as long as you keep running it, because their alternative is shutting it down. Most people watching this won't do it. Not because the math doesn't work, because it involves actual work. Big Pharma is skipping pharmacies and going straight to the consumer. If Big Pharma is doing it, you're already behind. By 2030, only the people with audiences they own will be wealthy. That's skills 15 through 11, the foundation. But what comes next, skills 10 through 6, is where most of the real fortunes are being quietly built right now. And almost nobody is talking about them. Skills 15 through 11 were the foundation. But skills 10 through 6 are where the real fortunes are being quietly assembled. By people who don't post about it, don't talk about it, and don't need to. Most people use AI the way they use a calculator. One question, one answer. Then they close the tab. The money is in AI orchestration, building systems where multiple AI agents work together, handing off to the next, running 24 hours a day. One agent finds leads. A second writes the outreach. A third handles follow-ups. A fourth qualifies the meetings. A fifth drafts the proposals. A sixth measures the results. A whole team, in code, running while you sleep. This is the gap between a $60,000 employee and a $300,000 one. Not intelligence, the ability to build the system. This is not a programming skill. You don't need a single line of code. This is a thinking skill. If you've ever managed a team before, you already understand the logic. Deploy it here. Think about the last thing you bought that felt premium. It probably wasn't the product that did it. Hermes sells leather bags. So does TJ Maxx. The difference isn't the leather. It's the relationship, the wait list, the feeling of importance. The bag is the souvenir. The experience is the product. Airbnb didn't beat hotels because their apartments were nicer. They made you feel like a local instead of a tourist. Humans don't remember features. They remember moments. The first sip of water on a scorching day. The towel folded just so. Walk through your own business as if you were a customer for the first time. Map every touch point. The biggest problem in most businesses isn't a lack of information. It's too much information that nobody knows how to use. The skill worth a fortune is being the person who walks into a pile of data and tells the truth about what it's actually saying. Not a summary, not a report, a decision. Here's what needs to move, by how much, in what direction, starting this week. That person doesn't charge a flat fee. They take a percentage of the additional earnings they generate. Marcus watched a business coach charge $35,000 for a 2-day workshop doing exactly this. Your real problem isn't acquisition. It's that you're losing 40% of customers in the first 30 days. Most operators are too proud to copy, and that pride is costing them money every single week. Class booking software was built for fitness studios. Boulevard took it to hair salons and became a $200 million company. Dollar Shave Club, athletic brewing, subscription pricing to razors, non-alcoholic beer. None of these were inventions. They were imports. The question that prints money is simple. Why hasn't anyone done this in my industry yet? The first person in each category to upgrade one specific step with modern tools takes the market. Almost every skill on this list eventually requires moving physical things. And the people who move physical things have been quietly getting wealthy for decades. The little guy who owns 3 local delivery trucks grosses between $500,000 and $900,000 a year. Probably worth more than the lawyer you know. Your phone traveled through 43 countries before it reached your hand. Every product is a relay race nobody told you was happening. The people who understand it quietly own everything. A $40 candle costs $1.80 to make. A $120 supplement costs $4 to fill. A $300 sneaker costs $22 to manufacture. That supply chain has been democratized. You can now build the same thing from your couch using Alibaba, 1688, or IndiaMart. There are 2 ways this turns into money. Move things for yourself, brand it, and sell it. Or move things for other people. The geography keeps opening up. Building connections in these places will go a long way. Skills 10 through 6, each one closer to revenue. But the top 5 are different from everything that came before them. Skills 5 through 1 aren't about what you know or what you build. They're about who you are and how you're perceived. Whether someone sitting across a table from you decides to hand you what you're worth or hand you the default. And skill number 1, the one that makes everything else on this list actually pay, is something Marcus almost got wrong in the most expensive way possible. You can spend 10 years building your ability, reputation, and relationships, then give up half the upside in one poorly handled conversation. The top 5: judgment, branded reputation, trust at scale, compounding relationships, and the skill that converts everything else into actual money. That's where we go next. 10 skills checked, 5 remaining. And Marcus knew the final 5 were going to feel different. Not because they were more complicated, because they determined whether everything else he'd built would actually convert into what it was worth. People call it instinct. It isn't. Good judgment is the ability to gather signals, weigh people, and choose well before the answer is obvious. 3 of the smartest people you know all left the same company in 6 months. They know something the stock price doesn't yet. Good judgment is the ability to see the difference between something being good and something being underpriced. Those are not the same thing. Your brain is not built to see reality clearly. It's built to move fast, protect your ego, and simplify complexity. Good judgment alone outperforms analysts in the long term by 30%. Having a good brand is like playing life on easy mode. Better deal flow, better rooms, better networks. Your name needs to own a word in someone's mind. You don't wait for the market to understand you. You teach it what to associate with your name. 82% of people are more likely to trust a company when the people running it are visible on social media. The trauma, the hardships, the memories, they shape the individual you become. The mix of all of them is your competitive advantage you're leaving untapped. There's a difference between an audience and a community. An audience watches. A community shows up when you ask. Everything is starting to feel like a happy birthday email from your bank. Technically personalized. Emotionally dead. The skill is paying attention at a level most people are too distracted, too self-absorbed, or too busy to reach. Take notes on the people you meet. Not just their name, their kids' names, their dog's name. Most relationships are built on details nobody else bothered to log. Show up when it costs you something, not just when it's convenient. There are creators with millions of followers who can't get 50 people to show up to an event. The real flex by 2030 will be making thousands of people feel like they have a personal reason to trust you. The most money you'll ever make won't come from investments. It will come from the relationships you've fostered into your 40s and 50s. Relationships don't grow through contact. They grow through accumulated proof. Proof that you remember. Proof that you respond. Proof that you do what you said. Keep a relationship list. Make notes after important conversations. Follow up without needing anything. Send opportunities sideways. Make people look good in front of others. Never make someone regret trusting you. The compounding happens quietly at first. For years, it looks like nothing. You give more than you receive. But then there are 1 or 2 that change everything. The return is asymmetric. This is the skill that turns opportunity into reality. Every other skill on this list creates potential. This converts it. Your reputation gets you into better rooms. Your relationships get you warmer introductions. But someone still has to agree to exchange something for money. A person can spend 10 years building their ability, reputation, and relationships, then give up half the upside in one poorly handled conversation. The richest people in the world are not always the best builders. They are often the best negotiators of ownership, leverage, distribution, and terms. The deal structure matters as much as the idea. The person who needs the deal most gets the worst terms. By 2030, this skill will be worth twice as much because the world will be full of automated outreach and cheap persuasion. When the stakes are high, humans still want to look another human in the eye and decide whether to trust them. The bigger the deal, the more human it becomes. Real sales is helping someone make a decision they already have to make, but don't yet feel safe enough to make. Most people live on default terms. Default salary, default equity, default pricing, default respect. The people who will learn to negotiate the terms of their own life. The future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. By 2030, entire fortunes will be made by people who take the future out of elite circles and package it for normal people. The 15 skills aren't a list, they're a sequence. Each one builds on the one before it. Without skill number 1, without the ability to sit across from someone when something important is on the line and leave with more than the default, none of the other 14 fully pay out. This is Marcus, and this was never a story about skills. It was a story about who becomes wealthy in a world that keeps changing, and who gets left on the default terms they never thought to question.